This week, the tarots are telling us, are you going to clear the way, or is something going to come through and clear the way for you? This is fascinating. Maybe some time out to think, what do I really want? Like spending time thinking, what will be truly satisfying? So asking yourself how you feel about moving forward rather than just pushing through. Because I think a lot of people have a decision this week. And it's like sometimes like a decision, you just want to do it. You don't want to spend time contemplating the impact or what it will require of you. It's subtle. So internally, it's like ask yourself how you feel about the decision you're making. It's like you've got a material stability and you've got a nice clarity in your mind, but it's like the heart or your feelings isn't being asked how you feel about moving forward. It's interesting, and I think what's going to happen is either something comes in, or you don't realize the decision you make really clears a lot of things out of your way, or you're literally clearing your work or home area, like literally clearing, getting rid of stuff, even your garden, maybe you're weeding, literally. And so then that, or alternatively in your work or home or friend space, you're taking a pause and maybe weeding something out of your world. If you're not doing it, somehow that happens to you. And this could be through an argument. So be careful about not including your heart in how you communicate with people or in your decision making, because it might be just too cut and dry, too black and white for the way the world works, you know. There is always shades. And then there can be just a really compassionate and generous way of operating that leads to a happier outcome. Then you definitely pause before action. Some of us are really into writing in a journal, and that can get us really clear about the way to move forward. So, for example, you might have an upset in the external world, but then if you take a moment to journal, you realize the conflicts within you, the upsets within you, and the outside world's reflecting it. So it's that kind of thing, like a bit of humility about where the problem starts. You know, sometimes it's just easier to say the problem starts within us, but we don't notice it until there's something hard to manage in the external world. It's not always the case, but I think that's the case this week. So, you know, you might have a real moment of clarity and realization about that for yourself, and it just clears a lot of junk from your mind or from your to-do list, because you realize so much of it is hot air or not really that important, or easily solved by changing your approach to more of a balanced one between mind and heart. Because then I think if you are bringing this better balance into your world, you know, I think it's going to be easier to love and care for yourself, and I think it's going to be easier to attract in, you know, financial ease or opportunities, or just a fresh beginning where you feel more balanced and maybe even happier. And I think the thing is that if you have that better balance within you of clear thinking and a clear access to how you feel, I think you're going to be kinder into the world, not just to yourself but to others. And I think kindness with that clarity, that maybe a fierce clarity, but with kindness, has such an incredible impact on the world. And I think that's the same, like be kind enough to clear your space and not have too much clutter in your mind or where you live and work. It helps. It's all connected, I think the cards are saying, because I think like new financial ease really wants to come in, but it's definitely saying it's not exactly a turning point, but a kind of mini crossroads. Yeah, and it's really asking for the input from how you feel. Yeah, really give yourself that time to turn towards your heart or your feelings to make this decision. You know, how you're going to move forward, what kind of juggle. I mean, you have to juggle everything, even if it's work and play, but maybe reckon with yourself how much you dismiss the need to play and you're just being too serious and too much work. So weed out those thoughts that tell you that you aren't worth caring for, that you don't deserve time to rest and play, or, you know, it's endless. You don't deserve to have financial ease. And the more you loosen that grip on how things should be internally, the external world starts to either get rid of things for you or you clear things. And then, however that happens, then we have this beautiful, you know, for a lot of us, a really new beginning. That's, you know, this could be new love or a new approach to caring for yourself. This can be a new source of money or a new approach to making money, or just a new ease with the material world. And this is that beautiful sense of beginner's mind, where you're willing to take a risk, a chance, a fresh start. And wow, it's a beautiful thing. When we're in that space, it means we've completed something else. And no matter what you say to yourself, I can tell you it was successful completion if you're starting afresh. Yeah, so like, and when you are clearing, you know, some people that aren't good for you, some clutter that you don't need, some old ideas that, you know, you're done with, I just really think what you're going to invite in is this kindness to yourself, and you're going to show the world how to treat you, and watch what happens. It's going to be beautiful. I would love to hear how you're going. Okay, bye.